I'm at 6242 Rockdale Court in Burlington, Kentucky, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, any root intrusion, stuff like that. Anything that may be of concern to the buyer. So we're going in through a PVC stack. I am not sure, based on the age, this could be PVC all the way out. But the hub in the floor looks like it could be cast iron, so we'll find that out pretty quickly. But we're going to try to get all the way out to the main, and we'll make note of anything we feel is necessary, like I mentioned. But we're going through the clean out in the center rear of the basement. I'll kind of show you the area here. Here's the clean out. So that's the back wall, and that is the front. This is like the laundry room area. Yep, so we are in cast iron here. Which means it's probably cast iron underneath the floor. Probably until it exits the house. So far this looks pretty wide open. Cast iron always looks like this. It rusts, so it always looks rusty. This doesn't look like it's got too much of a channel worn out in the bottom or anything where it's where it can catch anything. But major thing with cast iron is to prevent from putting anything in here that doesn't belong. So I'm talking toilet paper and waste only. No paper towels, no wet wipes. Wet wipes are the big thing. They are they will easily catch on the rust and can cause backups. So we definitely don't want to use those. If you ever have a question, you can run regular toilet paper underneath the water in the sink and do the same with the wet pipe, and you'll find out that toilet paper is designed to disintegrate, and the wet wipes are not. And so when they don't, they catch stuff, and then they obviously can build up and cause backups. But as we exited the house, this is a kind of a weird little era when this was built, because they go from cast iron here, and then as soon as it exits the house, they go to clay, or PVC. A lot of times it goes to clay, but in this case, which is good, this is PVC on the exterior of the house. Okay, so we have, speaking of wet wipes, looks like that is there, and it looks like we have a blockage. I'm going to see if I can poke through this here, but we have I don't know how long the house has been empty. I'm going to try to push this stuff past. But we are at 30 feet. Let's see what we have here, because normally you don't have a lot of root intrusion with and it looks like maybe just a soft clog. I'm going to run some water, and this is a perfect example of even when you have PVC or new pipe, you don't want to use those things. I'm not 100% on what caused this. This could be construction debris. Something could have got down in them. Sometimes when they switch toilets, they can plug the line, and sometimes those rags and stuff get down in there also. So I'm going to try to run some water here in the basement, and then I'm going to try to bounce my camera through this, because I can get past it. But we want to try to flush this line out and see if I can see at this point, at about 30 to 37 feet there, that we want to try to find out what this is and how it caught. So again, I'm going to run some water in hopefully there's a downstairs bathroom here. It looks like there is. We'll run some water, and then we'll kind of follow what's happening. Finding there, but are you through? There's a brass cap on the floor. Okay, I'm not past there. Well, yeah, actually I am past that. Okay. Yeah, but no, there's just a blockage in there, and I don't know if it seems like a soft clog. My camera went right through it. So there's something blue in the center of this thing that caught a bunch of goo. So it looks like something got flushed. You see that blue stuff? It looks like plastic. I mean, this could be anything that caused this. It could be a toy. It could be somebody flushed a bag. Or like I said, sometimes when people are replacing toilets, they will, pull the toilet and they will plug the open hole with rags or something to prevent the smell, but I mean the water is escaping and I can get my camera past it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and continue the inspection for now and look at the rest of the pipe since I can, and we'll leave the water running. I'm going to have to actually turn that off because it's coming in high, so pause the video for a second. Okay, so the sink drain is very, very slow, and so I'm assuming the P-trap is blocked in that small sink in the bathroom. I'm going to try to flush the toilet a few times. There's a little bit of water coming through, but it is just very, very slow coming through that sink. So we're going to have to flush the toilet a few times. Again, I'm just going to continue on here. And we're going to inspect the rest of the line past that, like somewhere between 30 and 37 feet where that blockage is. And so we will continue on down the line and see about the rest of it. And then we'll come back and pay attention to that spot with the blockage and see if we can figure out what's causing that. Okay, looks like we have a clean out in the front. I'm showing it says about 52 feet, 53 feet, right before it drops off. And we have another spot that looks like it's backing up, or unless it's going down into a main or something. Sure what's going on here. Looks like we have another blockage, and you can see that piece coming down through there. I do not know what that is. It's a long piece of, looks like construction debris, wire or something. Obviously, it's really hard to tell. Let's see if I can punch through some of it. Looks like, feels like I'm getting past it, slowly making headway through it. I don't know what all is in this line. So, looks like there's a few spots that are going to have to be cleaned out in this pipe. So wish I could tell what these things are, but we're at about 57 feet. We have another blockage. So the problem is I'm sitting at a 47-degree angle. I'm dropping, so I have to pull back to the top where it levels back out. And there's a clean out there. At least it looks like it from the pipe. And then I will mark it right in that area. You can see a bunch of this other stuff has come loose, but then we have a second back up, you know, further down. So again, I'm going to pause the video right here. I'm going to locate this spot, and then we're going to see if we can you know, figure out what's going on. And locate exactly where this issue is. So again, I'm going to pause the video and get an exact locate of where this is. Okay, so this spot is marked here. I could not find a clean out there. Maybe buried. Not really sure. It could be offset. There's still a lot of snow, so it's kind of hard to tell. You know, if I'm in, I know I'm right above it. I will mark this again, like right here. I'm going to go out and try to locate it again, just to be sure. But it's 4'10" to this spot, which is just below where they, or I'm sorry, it's just upstream of where the blockage is, because obviously it goes just past this and then it drops straight off. And then when it drops straight off, if my camera is hanging at, you know, a 50-degree angle, it won't locate properly, so I have to locate it at the top of that drop. But it is just past there that major blockage is that we can't identify. It does look like there are, you know, similar pieces as to what got caught higher up that we, you know, were able to push through rather easily. Construction debris, you know, I don't know. It could be a number of things. It's hard to identify. Obviously, you saw the that large blue piece of plastic laying vertically in the pipe when I got down there. But it looks similar to what we saw kind of bunched up in the previous clog. So again, I'm going to go mark this, or just double check to locate, and then we'll come back in and we'll have to finish the inspection as we pull back. This will need to be cleaned, obviously, and re-inspected to see if there's any damage to the pipe, or if this was just something that was flushed down the line. This should not have been. Right now, that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like it just needs to be cleaned, and that somehow some construction debris or some large pieces of plastic and stuff like that got down the pipe, got sideways, and just a bunch of stuff caught on it and built up. So again, yeah, I'm going to pause and check the locate. Okay, well, we've tried to get through this, and I've double checked the locate. The locate is, it is, you know, right there, but we couldn't find, or I couldn't find a clean out. It could be buried a little bit, and with the snow, maybe I'm off center a little bit, but you can see that connection. It may be off to the side, and I'm just not finding it through the ice, because there's ice and snow and all that stuff built up right here, and it looks like this is kind of coming in at a slight angle. So the clean out may be off to the left a little bit. But you can see the opening. There's definitely a connection up top. And so you can see some of this stuff is moving down the pipe. But right when we drop, it looks like it's filling up. More water that's run, and so I'm, you know, going to try a couple times of hitting it, but I think it feels kind of hard, so I don't know if we have a blockage or if it is a broken pipe or what is underneath that water. So the first step is going to have to be a cleaning. You can see it's starting to, it's getting a little higher here. The water builds up, and this is, you can tell I'm hanging at about a 44 degree angle. It's a little bit tighter than that, so it's almost vertical. And so this is going to have to be cleaned and re-inspected. Hopefully they can find the outside clean out, make it a little bit easier because you can go past that, and then we'll check back here as to what that other blockage is. I mean, structurally, everything that I'm able to see It looks intact. The joints look tight. I didn't see anything real concerning as to that stuff. But as you can see, here's another piece of that stuff. Something got flushed down here, and I think that that's what the main issue is we have some sort of construction debris, toys, something. This blue piece of plastic, it very easily could get, you can see it. There's a couple different pieces here. That could easily, it gets sideways. I mean, there could be some roots mixed in here. I don't know. It looks more like hair. See the stuff off there to the right? Or something. But all this, it looks like just debris is caught on larger pieces of debris, pieces of plastic, things that won't disintegrate. And all this stuff is built on it to cause a clog. Because of the blockage, I can't see the outside edge of the pipe, but it doesn't look like there's anything, from what I can see, structurally wrong with this spot, but we'll have to get it clean to be able to see that spot. But it was at 37 feet, and we had another one at about 57 feet that was the main blockage where water's not escaping at all. So this is going to have to be cleaned and re-inspected to be able to inspect the rest of the line and make sure that there's nothing being hidden by the blockage. I mean, there's a screw. So it points to construction debris somehow. There's another nail or something. So, it's hard telling what's in there, but it seems that there's just a clog that would need to be cleared, and then that would give us the ability to fully inspect the line and make sure that there's no structural issues behind those clogs and at those clogs where they are, obviously with the water back up and the debris obstructing the view of what the pipe looks like behind it. So to sum this up, this is going to have to be cleaned very well and then re-inspected once they're sure. It looks like they will have to, I would recommend at least going out 75 to 80 feet just to be sure. Maybe even try to make sure you get out to the main to clear it all, and then it will need to be re-inspected after it's been cleared to verify the structural integrity of the line. But so that will end the inspection at 6242 Rockdale Court.